The market bounces toward our target as the bears face a major test. Can they pass? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so in yesterday's video, we talked about the fact that the market should be bouncing up toward that 45-42 area, and that's exactly what we saw. The market gave us an ABC bounce up into our target, and now the question is, can the bears hold? I'll get into that in just 1 second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, with the bounce up to the target, the bears are facing a key level here. So let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1-hour futures chart for the S&P 500. I did a big picture video yesterday if you want to see a zoomed out chart. But for this move down, we hit the 1618 almost on the penny after bouncing up to the 764, which is perfectly how this impulsive move should play out. Then they should bounce up to the 1.0, which they missed by about $1 so far. They can still push a little higher. The actual ABC target was in the 45-48 region, but the overall 1.0 is the standard target, the 45-42 area. That's what we've hit to this point so far. And now we would expect our next move to be a push down in 5 waves to the 44.63 area to give us 5 down off of the top. So that would be our primary path. So far, we got a wave 1 down, a wave 2 up. Our wave 3 came down to the 1382, retraced to the 764, then the 1.618, back up to the 1.0, and now we'd look for the move down to the 2.0 to complete the move. So where does this go wrong, or where does it invalidate? And that would be this wave 1 low, which comes in at 45.5375. That's the number. 45.5375, and this is not a give or take number. It is an exact number. They can't push up into that wave 1 area without it being a diagonal type of formation at that point, and then we'd have to see how the rest of it plays out. But in that situation, when it does point up into the 1.0 or push up into the 1.0, it invalidates the impulsive move down, as wave 4 cannot enter wave 1 territory unless we are dealing in a diagonal, which is not reliable. So 45.5375 is the number to the upside. Should we see them continue to push and into that area, then we'd look for them to continue to finish this ABC, pull back, and then bounce back up into the 45.75 to 85, up to as high as 45.90. That's the area we would look for the next move up. And then we look for a C wave down from there, which would be a 5-wave move. And that would be the C wave of A. Then we look for a bigger B wave and a bigger C wave overall. But the key number is 45.5375 above that. And we look towards 45.85 to 90, and then a C wave down from there. But the primary count, the count we are expecting, is to hold under that level and to push down towards the 44.60 area. Over on the NASDAQ was weak in regards to its bounce today, and what looks like is happening is on the NASDAQ, we need to see it finish the pattern to the downside. So with ES being up at its target and being expected to make a new low, the NASDAQ primary expectation for this C wave would be one more low, as we could easily count this as this bigger wave being wave 3 of 3, wave 4 of 3, 5 of 3, okay, then we'd come up in wave 4 and then down toward the 15,204 area to complete the move to the downside on the NASDAQ for this C wave we have on the chart right here. So the NASDAQ, because it did what we talked about, where this bounce off of the 1.0 came back up into the pivot and into wave 1 territory, or wave 1 of 3 territory, as it were, because that happened, the NASDAQ is dealing in a potential diagonal structure if it can continue to hold what we're looking at. From that move down, depending on if we get it or if this was the low, we should be looking for a bounce. So we should be looking for an ABC back up. It'll be a little lower than the target box I have here. If they make that low, the target box will move down a little bit because the low moved down a little bit. And then that pullback off of that bounce would be what we would look at. If it's a 3-wave pullback that breaks the low, then it does look like a diagonal is playing out. However, if it's a 5-wave pullback Okay, then that looks more like a C wave where we got an A, B, C down, which would be a corrective move. So 3 waves on the pullback is bearish, 5 waves is bullish, and that's backwards in a diagonal because in a diagonal you get all 3 wave structures. So when you see a 5 wave structure off of this high, that would be a C wave, and then you would look at an ABC for a move down toward the 14,000 to 14,500 area and look to hold support, and then that would be indicative of a path back towards all-time highs at that point. So NASDAQ's a little bit different because it is playing in a diagonal based on the hold of the 1.0 and the move back up through the pivot here. So again, off of the bounce, after they make a low, or even if they don't make a low, the pullback is what's important. 3 waves, and that is bearish. 5 waves is bullish. Guys, if you love the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link. It will take you right over to the website. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible plans, and they both come with a 7-day free trial because I want you to get in there. I want you to make sure you love it and become part of the trading team before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. We also have our Elliott Wave for Beginners course where I teach how to find all of these values, how to understand what these waves look like, how to understand when they fail, when they are impulsive, when they are corrective, what all that means. It's a way to truly understand how the market moves instead of seeing positive data and the market goes down and negative data and the market goes up. The news cycles will not help you. You will only lose money watching them. Elliott Wave is the best way to trade the market. That course is included in both membership plans. It's 25 videos where I go over the introduction, mindset, how Elliott Wave works, why it works, and how to use it, which is most important. People see it, they don't understand it, and they just think it doesn't work. That's not the case at all. Elliott Wave, again, is one of the best ways to chart the market and understand what it's going to do. I tell you every tool you need to use in conjunction with Elliott Wave, how to use it, how to understand when the market is turning in your direction or against you, and trade properly. And then I go through each Elliott Wave, where it confirms, where it fails, what its targets are, how it's supposed to look, all of those different things, so that, again, you can understand the market. Like I said, it is included in both of our membership rooms, but if you don't want to become a monthly member, you can buy it for $67. In our first room, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions answered, a midday video where I go over exactly where we are in the counts and what to expect, as well as the training material you just saw. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing trade, which means our trades last anywhere from a few days to a few months, so we don't trade quite as often as a day trading room does. However, if you are looking for day trading as well as individual stocks, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you can get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, day trading, and PT's reduced risk binary method that absolutely crushes the market. He gets you in at a very cheap price and gets you huge multiples on your money, and it's how he structures the trade that's so unique. It's something you kind of have to see to fully understand, and that's another reason we give you that 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into an account trading mini ES futures, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we would love to have you in these rooms so we can all make money together. All right, the key takeaways for today on the ES, the key number is this low right here, 45.5375. If they get above that, it means it's not going to be impulsive. It doesn't mean they're going back to new highs. It means we're likely to see a slightly bigger move up and then a move down in what would be an A wave and then a BC down toward the 43 to 4,400 range before a stronger bounce. However, our primary path and what we're expecting is for them to hold under that and push down towards the 44.63 area. Over on the NASDAQ, the primary path, we would look for one more low to coincide with that ES move down, and then we'd look for that ABC bounce up toward this blue box, but if we get that one more low, that'll move down just a little bit. From there, the pullback tells the story. A 3-wave pullback is bearish, a 5-wave is bullish. So make sure you pay attention to that and pay attention to these videos. We'll guide you through it. And for the actual numbers and what everything looks like and what we're looking at, you can join the rooms. Guys, that is the market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.